clips that I'm going to show you is taken from a documentary that was filmed while I was in Kabul, Afghanistan. And the name of the documentary is Guns for Hire. And it depicts the company that provided our security, global security. And the first clip is going to be an exercise they had us go through when we arrived, and we were training in case we were our vehicle convoy was attacked and vehicle was disabled, and how they would move us from the disabled vehicle to one that's working. And the main message is don't panic. And anyway, this is the first clip.
Contact front! Contact front! Stay down! Get in! Stay down! Wow! Go! Go! Drop and drive and go! Go! For it! Go!
We're off to the shooting range. The bad news is that we've got to travel down the Jalalabad road.
The Jalalabad road is the road that we had to take to get to Policharki and, of course, to the army range that they're going to. And so you're going to see firsthand what it's like driving down this road. Okay.
Most dangerous route in Kabul. Al-Qaeda's main targets in Afghanistan, the UN, NATO and the Afghan army, all have major bases near the centre of Kabul and here in the west of the city. To get anywhere, we all have to drive along the Jalalabad road.
What are the chances of something happening?
Well, the way I see it, you should always prepare, be ready just in case something happens. Every time we go out, we always say, this could be the day.
Yeah.
If it is the day, are we ready? And that's the way we sort of stay alive here. So.
Dave Smallwood has come out from Liverpool. He's a firearms instructor for Global, who's going to train the latest recruits. But first, he has to get them safely along the Jalalabad road. The most recent suicide attack was last week. 12 people were killed.
It's difficult to see if anything is a suicide bomber, because people will, that happens all the time, drive directly towards you.
Yeah.
You do get cars parked in strange places and also vehicles cutting out.
This is Kabul's front line.
You can see now where you've got the local A&A guards out, preventing anyone stopping. As you can see then that the bus tried to stop there and he was moved quickly on.
Most of these men are new recruits and have been in Afghanistan less than 48 hours. They've been drawn here by the whiff of adventure and the smell of big money.
As I say, our main concern is the individuals in the vehicle behind us. If our vehicle's hit, they've been briefed to continue on the journey, so they will not stop. We will get ourselves out of trouble.
To pick up a wage they could only have dreamed of as regular soldiers, they must pass a shooting test on a range just outside town. Some 100,000 Soviet troops were part of Moscow's failed occupation of Afghanistan in the 80s. At least 15,000 were killed. They left behind hundreds of acres of scrap and a country which went on to tear itself apart. I've made a living covering chaos and conflict for the last 15 years. Now, freelance guns for hire from all over the world are cashing in on the new world disorder.
I spent 22 years.
In this next film clip, this is interesting. The film crew, they're on their way to Policharki prison, and they're going to interview Jack edema. And edema was, he was incarcerated there in Policharki when we were working inside that prison. And he's got a lot of tall tales he tells. And the only thing is, when you look at his cell, he doesn't have a regular cell. He's got like an apartment, a furnished apartment, along with his buddies right there inside Policharki. And they can kind of like come and go as they want. And they have access to liquor. They're not making homemade wine or anything. These guys are drinking the real thing. And I'll guarantee you they're not eating the prison food. They're eating steaks and whatever they want to eat. And for someone to be able to do this inside Policharki, this guy's got some juice behind him, and I don't know who's money couldn't buy what he's up to. So anyway, it's interesting. My supervisor, I mentioned Adima's name to him, and he told me right away. He says, "Do not go into that building." He says, "If you go in that building, you'll be on the first plane back to the U.S." And that was something that they used to tell me all the time. So, but I paid attention to him. I didn't go into I didn't want to visit Adima anyway. Okay, here's the clip.
His God and his guns and head off to see a contact who's promised to smuggle me into the jail where Jack Idema's being held, the forbidding Policharki prison. But first, I have to convince Idema that he should grant me an audience.
Yeah, understood. Do you want? Shall I? Sorry to interrupt. Shall I? Do you want to hear what we're about at this? Just on the phone at this stage, so that I can tell you what we're doing, and then you can at least decide whether or not you even want to see us.
When he was first arrested, Idema claimed to be working with the Pentagon and that he had regular contact with senior American military officials.
As an example, we were in contact directly by fax and email and phone with Donald Rumsfeld's office, with the Deputy Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, and with Heather Anderson, 4-star flag officer level at the Pentagon.
Idema clearly sees himself as a victim, as a deniable asset of the Americans who was thrown to the wolves when he'd served his purpose. If so, he's paying a heavy price for his service. 5 years behind bars. In the global camp, everyone's starting to feel a little like a jailbird. Back out at the range, the training goes on. While I wait for my Afghan contact to come through, Idema has agreed to see me in prison.
Dave.
But my well-laid plan is blown to bits.
So while I've been waiting for my rendezvous to take me off to Policharki prison, there's been a bomb about 500 meters from the compound, I think on the far side of the road, which is the road that goes out towards the prison and towards Jalalabad. This whole road is the most dangerous in the Kabul area because it's full of what they call high-profile targets. Lots of foreigners, foreign military, Afghan military, all the sorts of targets that the Taliban or Al-Qaeda want to hit. They might follow it up with a bomb, or they may even be ready to ambush rescue services going in there now. And the Afghan police have just gone shooting past.
I hitch a ride closer to the scene with John Radcliffe, who's rushing in with his medical kit.
See the Apache? Yeah. It was further down here.
Okay. Hey, it's here.
So at times like this, I think I should have my head read. There's been a bomb 100 yards down the road. They're doing what's called the secondary sweep, which is when the military go in and look for a second or third bomb.
We're told there are 3 white Corollas suspected to be car bombs. One's already gone off. This might be one. There's a white Corolla just turning around behind me up there. So, there's the mug.
The bomb went off while half my crew was still on the range. They only know one way back, down the Jalalabad road and through the chaos. Their 3-vehicle convoys quickly snarled in traffic and brought to a standstill.
We found ourselves in a real bad situation where we're surrounded with local vehicles and obviously a lot of civilians walking around. In the back of your mind, you're always wondering if a secondary device is going to go off. So what we needed to do is get everyone within our sort of 5-vehicle convoy in a semi-safe environment. So we'll push forward from the outer cordon. Obviously we're just short of the inner cordon now. As you can see, it's nice and quiet here. So we're in a controlled environment. We'll keep the guys here until the road's clear and then we'll push on, hopefully back down to the camp location.
Yeah, I think we were lucky there. Wow. But if you're coming down the road, we must have missed this by 5 minutes. Yeah. It was as close as that.
What did you find, John?
Well, basically bits of people all over the place. They're probably going to do some sort of forensic on it, but I can tell you now there's really not much. The main part was just the torso and the groin. Got a feeling they're Germans because the literature that was lying around on the ground and the weapons that had fallen out were German. And then we found the body of the, or portions of the suicide bomber. It was sort of scattered all around. But what had happened is it landed on a row of cars, so bits of him had actually smashed through the window and sort of gone in between the cars, so we had to sort of like get in there and sort of pull him out. Funny part was we couldn't find his head, so most of the time, the reason why I'm late coming back is we've been looking around for this guy's head. He's probably out there somewhere.
Oh, is it?
That's the white Corolla. What's left of it? That's the guy. Actually, that's him.
That's the bomber.
Yeah, and the bits of plastic are the bits of body that we picked up. I mean, he's in little bits, as you can imagine. And I was sort of going, oh fuck, I've got his gallbladder. Oh, this is his small intestine, you know. Like
an instant anatomy lesson.
While John was counting the body parts, I was counting my blessings. What none of us know is that the rest of the team stuck out on the Jalalabad road are in grave danger. Dave doesn't realise that he's parked just a few yards from the second bomb in a white Corolla next to a petrol tanker. An hour ago, 2 people were killed in a suicide bomb attack. Soldiers are rushing to the scene. They don't know there's another bomb only feet away. Dave and the other half of our crew decide to move out and find another way back to the global camp. Luckily.
There's been another explosion in a similar direction about an hour and 10 minutes after the last.
Hey, Mark.
It may be completely benign.
Call Dave, find out where they are.
They are moving at the moment down the Bagram Road. We've got the airport to the left of them, and they're going to try and come around the back of the airport towards Camp Sully and come the back route round onto Jalalabad Road. The remote controlled IED's gone off up by the Bagram turn. More casualties sit rep to follow. So, but it's been confirmed by 3 sources.
So that was quite close to where the global guys and our crew were gathered.
That was where they were stationed, yeah.
That was where they were stationed. They were standing next to it.
Yeah. What happens? All the locals that were gathered round to help out with the previous explosion, where they were all gathered, it went off again. So there's going to be a massive casualties.
So where a busload of global trainees and the other half of our film crew were gathered to
if you
cover the first bomb,
it's free flowing.
the actual place where they were standing has just been blown up.
Okay, you
with
can
a
straight in.
large amount of casualties. So the fears of a secondary explosion were well founded, because it happened.
Okay, this next and final film clip depicts the film crew going into Policharki and interviewing Jack Adema in his cell. That's actually it's an apartment in this prison. And you know, I was assigned there as an advisor and trainer, and I can't explain how this happened. The corruption was just unbelievable. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this film segment, and okay, thanks.
The next morning, my carefully nurtured contacts with Jack Adama have paid off, and we're off to Afghanistan's highest security prison.
We're now on the interior of Policharki prison, just driving around its perimeter. This place was built by the Soviets and used as a political prison back in the 80s, and it still is. Every subsequent regime has put their biggest troublemakers in here.
Adama, it seems, is a man of influence.
Okay. It's an unusual treat. Help yourself into the prison.
Don't take a picture of me, goddammit, right now, so I put my shit on. I'll fucking have to shoot you. Alright, how are you?
Good.
The place is a little fucking messy right now. This is Esmarai, Major Esmarai, with first base of the Panjshir.
Hello.
He was one of the guys captured with me. Dean Mohammed, he's very famous Mujahideen. You can see he got the shit shot out of him by the Russians. So for 20 years he's been fighting the Russians and Taliban.
A portrait of Ahmed Shah Massoud, the assassinated Northern Alliance leader, takes pride of place in Adama's gallery. Jack Adama's walls are papered with pictures of Jack and famous Afghan fighters, Jack rescuing children, Jack schmoozing local politicians, Jack as bodyguard, guide and mentor. He's clearly got friends in high places. He's got a flat in prison with satellite TV, DVDs and a well-stocked bar.
You're living pretty comfortably here in prison. How can you explain that?
Northern Alliance. Think I've won?